Because I have the awesome responsibility and privilege to introduce you to the person that introduced me to this conversation. And I knew when he called that I would do it. Why? Because I know him, I love him, and I trust him. My brother is one of the hardest working men in this business and in business outside this business. He'll give you his last, but you'll have a good time learning and growing with him because he's a master of making the subtle change, of taking notes on actions that work and ones that don't, and moving in the direction, but never stopping. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, how many of you have something in your life where if you're really honest with yourself, you say, I'd be where I wanted to be if I stop stopping.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be your wealth. It could be your relationship. It could be your money. It could be your health. Here with just to give us the mindset for going into a new year with a new plan of attack focused on elevating to that next level. Y'all help me welcome the first regional director earning that $200 a day from Make Wealth Real, my sponsor, but also my significantly younger brother. Help me welcome Hollywood
Let's
Hardon.
go,
You ready, sir?
Hollywood.
Let's
What's going
go.
on? Let's
Let's
go,
go.
let's go, fam. Let's go.
Hello there. Hey.
Awesome, awesome, man.
Yes, yes,
Excited. We are in 2026. We are excited about what's
yes.
going on in life right now. Like just being alive and at this point to have an option to do something different. You gotta love that. And what my brother did was just phenomenal on laying out how MWR can help anyone through this process. You know, a master at his craft on being able to communicate that in a way that we can be received. Because who's ever sat down with somebody talking about money before? And as they continue to talk, they start sounding like Charlie Brown's old teacher. Wah, 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 wah.
Facts.
Like, like, what are you talking about right now? So that communication is key. And what he just did, truly, truly, was just gave you a blessing. I mean, just laying it out saying, whether you're in the business already or not, this is what we have and where we can go. But what he also did was took something away. See, you get the gift, but he took something away. And he took away the fact that you can never say, I didn't know.
That's right.
You know, it's a lot of things in life that happened during my lifetime. I'm sure your lifetime. I'm sure we all in the same kind of range. And it was like, man, if I would have only knew, I sure would have took advantage of that Walmart stop. If I would have only knew, I would have definitely capitalized on Zoom before COVID hit.
Okay.
If I only knew that Zoom would be worth more than all of the airlines put together after about 6 months. If I only knew that Apple was going to start doing not just computers, but iPhones, iPads, if I only knew. Now we know. And you have a choice on whether you maximize it or not.
Yes, sir.
You have a choice on whether you go all in or not. But it's a choice. And we got a system to help generate those funds. So in 2026, we have to continue and be very intentional to strive for greatness. And it's always a choice. But what we have to do, this is my conversation. We have to stop waiting to exhale. Stop waiting not to exhale, waiting to excel. You got to stop waiting to excel. It's a right now, let's go, let's make it happen time. Right? And you have to be intentional on that. And it's a few things, like I call them we all know they're enemies in life. You know, you got enemies, you got haters, you got people that hate on you, you got enemies that you can see. The enemies that you don't see are the ones that hurt you the most.
Absolutely.
The ones that you don't see, because some of those are self-inflicted. So it's not an enemy. You have to be careful of the inner me. The inner you that's holding yourself back from doing things that you know you should do. So it's three things I want you to look out for, because you have to look out for these things. Because a lot of times as you are striving for greatness, A lot of people think that the opposite of greatness is failure, and it's not. The biggest enemy to greatness is good.
Okay.
That's the biggest enemy. And we all, I can tell, all of us have been victimized by this enemy. Because the lifestyle that we live right now, it's not bad. It's pretty good. But is it great? What you do right there, how you live right now is good. There's so many people that's doing that as well as you are. But is it great? And because it's good, it's easy to settle for it. My favorite t-shirt I like to wear is one that says thankful but not satisfied.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's a fine balance in being ambitious and content, to striving for great while you're being grateful. It's a fine line on it, right? And you don't want to let other people in your environments, which really is what you're comparing it to, determine your level of greatness. Because the people
Absolutely.
around you might not be doing as good. And you can easily look like, well, I might not have what I want, but at least I ain't over here. I might not drive what I want to drive, but at least I'm driving this. I might not be able to give the way I want to give to my church, but at least I'm giving something. I might not be able to tithe my full 10%, but at least I'm giving 3%. I'm giving something. So it's so easy to settle for good because it's not bad. But that's the biggest enemy to greatness, because it's easy to get settled in. So what we have to do is strive for greatness, even when we know good is good. Is that making sense?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The second enemy we have to fight, and this is going to be kind of hard, is we have to fight the urge of saying yes. We say we have to fight the urge of saying yes. Because in your sacrifice for greatness, you will have to sacrifice some things. But guess what? Other people around you will have to sacrifice some things.
Facts.
And it's a point where they will make you feel bad because you're not doing the things you used to do. Man, we used to watch all the football games together. Man, we used to watch the Falcons every Sunday. Man, we used to be able to hang out every Saturday. Man, dude, they already millionaires.
Okay.
And what we're doing, we watch it. They're at work right now. This their job. They're at work. We're watching them work and make money while we sit here. Now, nothing wrong watching the game. Now, I'm a Falcons fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm an A-Town fan. Peace up, A-Town down all day. But what I have to realize is that was not pushing me towards greatness. So there's a sacrifice that has to be made. And not only with friends, it's going to be with family. Because when it comes to investing, we have to be intentional. When your family member call, be like, girl, I done fell behind again on my, I just don't know what to do. I hate calling you. No, you don't. You love calling me. You know why? Because I say yes. That's why you love calling. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be a point where we have to say no to that short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. Mm-hmm. Those funds I'm using to help you are the funds that's keeping me from being able to retire those 5 or 10 years early. It's going to keep me from building the legacy I want to build. So I can't keep saying yes every time you call. And let's be totally honest. Are we really helping them? Or are we providing or are we really hurting them?
It's hurting them.
Are we really helping them? Are we creating a handicap for them? Not saying people don't need help sometimes, but you have to be able to say, hey, yes is causing you from getting to your greatness. That's the second one. The third one we got to watch is tradition and familiarity. Things that we just used to doing because we always did it this way. That's why a lot of us right now, because this is what we were taught. This is what our parents did. This is what our grandparents did. And That's how it works. You save a little bit, you work real hard, you get more education, you go out and spend more money on education. Do you know that like someone was telling me this, but like the president can make your degree irrelevant. Like
Oh,
like being a teacher is not holding the weight that it used to because of something the president doing. And he'd be doing some dumb stuff. Y'all know we got
yes, sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
So we have to put ourselves in control. And this kind of education that we're getting now with building our finances is way more important than some of the stuff we get with book knowledge. But we have to apply the knowledge, right? Just hearing it, knowing it doesn't benefit you. You have to put that knowledge that you know to work. And the good thing that most of us have, because we're already involved in the silver agreement, is it doesn't cost more for us to add to it. We don't have to save up another $1,000 to invest more. Now take that little $100 you got and go buy you another ounce of silver. Piece that thing together every single week or every other week. The same way you set aside funds to do whatever it is you want to do, set aside those funds. I wish it could be automatic, just came out my check like taxes do. So I never see it. Y'all. That's how, like stuff you put in the 401k. Or I don't know if y'all got that betterment plan at your
Automatic.
job
Yeah,
that
they
you can
do
put
that.
away.
Yeah, they could just roll it on over there. Yeah.
Just throw that on in there. I don't even need to see it. Because if you
Okay.
don't see it, you don't touch it. It automatically goes. You can't mess it up. But since it doesn't, you have to say yes to that and no to something else. So we have to break that tradition that we're used to. And this is the thing, because they'll start to compound upon each other. For example, well, that's the way we always did it, and it turned out pretty good. But it ain't great.
Mm-mm.
That's the way we always did it, and we don't see nothing wrong with it. That's they don't want to change. And I even have to fight that myself. Even with something as simple as this, I'll be transparent. When y'all know the new presentation come out, I get it the day it come out like everybody else. I'm like, I need a minute. I need to see somebody else do this a few times. I duplicate better than innovate. I'm more of a duplicator than a creator. So let me see somebody else do it. And it normally takes me a few weeks. Now we got this 4 days ago. I did it yesterday. Like, hey, look here, let's jump in. Let's go. Because I don't want to just get complacent because it's not what we've always done. So those are the three things that we got to look out for in this time to excel. Are those things that, one, we can't just settle for good. And I would do my example, but y'all probably seen it. When I always say, if hold on, my computer doing something silly. Okay, there we go. Look, so if you want to be, I tell people to raise their hand. And I say, now raise a little higher. I'm like, that's the difference.
Yes.
It's not that much from good to great. It's not that much, but it is a choice. And we all have to choose it every day, every single day. So let me tell you 3 things that you can do to help push you through this place. It's 3 things you can do. One, you have to be convicted about it. It can't just be something that I guess so. Well, it's about time. No, you have to have some conviction. You have to have some conviction and say, hey, look, this is my moment. This is my time. I'm convicted that I need to make this happen, so much to the point of if you don't do something, you start to feel bad. If I don't wake up and go to the gym because I'm a little tired, I feel bad the rest of the day because I cheated myself. Right? If I don't send that text to my daughter just saying, have a great day, boo, baby girl, have a great day, I feel bad because I've cheated myself and her. Right? So you have to be convicted that if you don't do it, if you don't commit to it, if you don't make the phone call, if you don't speak to someone, if you don't share the opportunity, and when you become convicted about it, you can be more excited about it. It comes across because people are going to feel your music before they hear your words. They're going to feel your energy before they hear anything you say. So you want to be convicted Second thing we got to do is be consistent.
Yes.
Consistency is the key. You have to do a little something every day. Compound effort works very similar to compound interest. Right? You can take $1,000 and sit in the account and it can grow, or you can take $1,000 every other week and put it in and it will grow. Now, compound effort works the exact same way. You get more done giving 30 minutes every day than giving 4 hours on Saturday. 30 minutes every day works way better than 4 hours or 5 hours on Saturday.
Yes.
Because those 30 minutes, you can give it your all in 30 minutes. It's just 30 minutes. You can give it your all the energy you got left for those 30 minutes. Whether it's making phone calls, whether it's jumping on a Zoom, our Zooms now, 30 minutes long. Rick did the presentation. I think it was 34 minutes, actually. 34 minutes, but he was on, right? You can do 30 minutes every day is way more effective than 5 hours one day. And then last, after you do the conviction, the consistency, just knowing what you're doing by you going through the process will make you feel better talking to other people about the process. Right? People that's going to get paid in January for the stuff that's already happened in November, December, and October, going to feel way better than the people that's just getting started. And let me say, it's funny because I took about $500. I got you, Chris. About $500. Man, it was a little less than 500 because I got it. It was like $64 for silver. And I was like, I'm just going to put this on Silver City here. Now, what I see in my back office, this was in November. What I see in the back office is I'm going to get paid $15 on the silver as it has accrued up, right? And I'm thinking, if I take that same $500, because I got bank accounts, they got $15,000. And you know what I got last month? About 35 cents.
I know that's right.
Wow.
About 35 cents.
That's the way they do it.
Yes, right.
It almost made me mad, like I want to move it over there, but I got that emergency fund for emergencies. I need quick access to it.
Yes, right.
But now I'm like, okay, I need to stretch this and do it a little bit differently, maybe, because I just made $15 off 500. Well, I got 15,000 sitting in the account. It made 35 cents.
Okay.
Make you want to hurt somebody.
That don't make halfway bit of no sense.
It don't.
But that's what most people are doing. And my conviction about it now, like, dude, man, you got to look at this. Let me just see if this makes sense to you like it makes sense to me. I'm not no math genius. I don't even know how it all works. But this is the results.
It's that arbitrage.
Arbitrage.
Okay.
So let's be convicted. Let's be consistent. And let's watch out for the enemies. You got to watch out for good. And to think about excel and excelling and going for greatness, it's a habit. And it won't just happen in one part of your life. That should be something that happens in every aspect of your life. Because the way you do anything is the way you do everything. I learned that in Millionaire Mind. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So when you find yourself not giving your best at work, it flows over. When you find yourself not giving your best when you work out, it flows over. When you find yourself not giving your best in dealing with your spouse and your kids, it flows over.
That's right.
So we're going to strive for greatness in everything because we are the X factor. You're the X factor in your life. The better you get, the better everything else around you get.
Amen.
That makes sense? Now, I know I'm stopping at 8 o'clock, but Chris got a question. I won't take any other questions. So I want to be sure I acknowledge the question and get this part taken care of. But hopefully that was able to bless somebody.
Absolutely. Great job.
Yes.
Awesome. Chris,
Yes,
what
sir.
question you got? If I say you got your hand raised, is that you got a question?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, loud and
Okay,
clear.
great. Um, I have a client who is interested in getting their personal uh, personal credit and income beefed up, and I thought of you, MWR, to do that, to accomplish that. They're
Awesome.
also looking to get lines of credit,
Okay.
okay, for their business, which is a nonprofit, and I'd like to share that later in detail. But currently, my account is lapsed. I need to reactivate it. Will I be required to resubmit fees or just the monthly fee, or
How long has it been lapsed?
it's been about two, 3 months now.
2, 3 months?
Yeah.
Let's check to be sure. 2 months, we can probably get it in. 3 months, we might have to start over. They allow it to lapse for, I think, 60 days before it starts. But it's still the 159 now. And
Yes.
y'all gonna see why it's 159 now when y'all see the tool that they're rolling out with it. Because corporate is gonna be doing websites. But to answer your question, Chris, if it's been more than 60 days, then it just start a new account. I had somebody else do that like 2 days ago because it was more than 60 days. Right. But that's simple enough. It's the same process that they have. But let's check to be sure. Let's look at the last date just so we're sure. And we'll go to the back office just to see if it'll let you put information in, or we'll have to start all the way over. We can see when it lapsed.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And it would only be 159 if I had to start over?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
thinking yes. But let me just be sure. I'm thinking yes.
Okay.
Right. Let me just be sure. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be sure.
Mhm.
Cool. Reg, you got
Now,
a question? Oh, you got another question, Chris?
yes. Now, this individual, I'm thinking about presenting this to. Would it be a good idea to have him sit in on one of the sessions? Or
100%.
okay.
Yeah. That way he can get at least a full overview of everything. Because it's a lot. But the
Mhm.
things that you mentioned are the main things that we do, especially when it comes to the business line. He'll be able to apply for the Fundable 360, or she will be able to apply for it, as well as get the credit moving quickly. So those things we can do quickly. But they want to see the whole thing to see how it all pieced together. Because I hate when some people might have got started me for the credit and they said I never told them about this. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I did, but you just focused on the credit. But
Mhm.
but that's still available for them. So go ahead and adjust your W-4. Go ahead and you can still do it. You just waited
Okay.
6 months because you was just focused on your credit. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's be sure we show them everything and then let them maximize on everything.
Okay. Okay.
Cool?
Yes.
Awesome. Reg, what up, man?
What's going on, doctor? I missed number three.
You
For
missed
some
number
reason.
3?
Yeah. You said be convicted, be consistent.
Comprehensive. I'm sorry.
Comprehensive.
Comprehensive. And knowing what you know. Because we're going to be challenged. People going to say, I mean, it don't work like that.
It do.
Our job is not to convince. And our conviction is going to convict me not to convince. So I'm going to say no to convincing you. I'm going to show you, and we're going to keep it moving.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Any other questions? All hearts and minds are clear. Hey, y'all, it's 2026. You can decide to get excited right now. You can decide, like, man, I'm getting excited. You can decide to get excited right now. Because again, people gonna hear your music before they hear your words. And in 2026, Questions can be real. I'm always about questions and what they're looking for. The presentation is now designed to point out the obvious. The system that we're in don't work. The 40-40-40 plan don't work. But that doesn't mean we just, gloom and doom. We have a system in place.
Yes.
Self-funding. SELF. Shift, earn, leverage, freedom. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank
Awesome,
you.
awesome. And Chris, you want to get together today or tomorrow?
If I'm like it's free.
If you have time this evening, I'd love to.
Okay, well, let's do it right now. We'll do it right when. Well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's
Okay.
let's do it right now.
All right.
Matter of fact, stay on the Zoom. We'll go through it right now. Everybody else, appreciate y'all jumping on. Look forward to it.